Hello, everyone. Bringing you part three of this series of showcasing my three decks that I'm running for this Pixelborn Lorcana tournament that's happening. So I've already showcased an Amber Steel deck in part one and an Amethyst Emerald deck in part two. And so the remaining color combination left that I'm running for the third deck is Ruby Sapphire. And I think the Ruby Sapphire is going to be my weakest of the three decks. So the match strategy and our tournament's going to be a best 2 out of 3 set of games with our opponent. So the match strategy, I'm wondering, is whether to run my weakest deck first or my strongest deck first. So we will kind of consider that a little bit later, but in the meantime, let us show you my Ruby Sapphire deck. So this is pretty much a basic Sapphire ramp into Ruby evasive win condition. So what we have here is Donald Duck to sing one jump ahead, Aladdin to shift onto Aladdin and also buy us a little bit more time, Pongo as evasive, Dragonfire for removal, Goofy for evasive, Aladdin to kind of make it difficult for opponents to quest, and then Mickey really late game for win conditions there. And then in Sapphire, we have pretty basic Develop Your Brain, Aurora's to sing one jump ahead again, one jump ahead to ramp, Mickey's to ramp, Aurora for protection, Let It Go's for removal, Maleficence for lore, and then Robin Hood for some card draw there. So pretty typical. Not much has changed with this Sapphire Ruby deck combination. I think the only inclusion was Pongo, which isn't even that recent. The small Aladdin, which allows for shift finally in Amber without the need for going into Emerald. And that's honestly pretty much it. So we're going back to the basics here with this Sapphire Ruby deck. So hopefully it's not too dated and can grab us some key wins if we need to. Yeah, I also heard there was a lot of cards that came out or were spoiled today. So after the stream is over or the recording's over, I'll probably spend quite a bit of time just double checking and seeing what cards I missed out on, and maybe posting a video this weekend or later about kind of my thoughts on the new cards, how relevant they are. I was saying before that I think one of the coolest card designs is a whole new world in steel, and just being able to get that discard your hand, discard all of the uninkables in your hand, and redraw up to 7 cards can be really nice. Okay, so we want to keep all of the ramp here. We probably don't want the Dragonfire or the Aurora. We want the Donald Duck. We don't want Mickey, and we don't want Aladdin. Okay, this seems fine. We got some good ramp. Could go into Robin Hood. Got some spot removal if we need to, though. Let It Go as removal is really bad until late game because it feels bad giving your opponent just your ramp, right? Your Emerald, your Sapphire, so you should be the one ramping ink. But if you let it go, an opponent, especially if they shifted out a card, essentially gives them 1 or 2 ink and really can boost their gameplay. So most of the time I try to well, it seems like we are playing what potentially looks like a Stitch deck, so Let It Going a Stitch on the other hand is a-okay with me. So we ink a Donald because we only play one. Hopefully we get another like easily inkable card. Otherwise, I'm probably gonna ink the Robin Hood. Playing Amber Ruby. Interesting. That's a really cool combination I haven't seen too much of. Nice, another Donald. Totally okay with playing the Donald and passing the turn. So turn 3, as always, play out the Mickey, sing one jump ahead. It's very strange. I haven't really seen Stitch decks going Amber. Or going Ruby as your second color. Good play on their part, correctly predicting that I want to probably ramp by singing one jump ahead, so they just quested with everything they could, which should be the correct play. So if you ever play like Ruby or against a Ruby Sapphire or against a Sapphire deck in general, just be aware that a lot of times when they play out a 2-drop, 2-ink character, they're not going to want to attack with it and likely would want to ramp with it. So what do we do next turn? So the other important thing to note here is, well, first of all, we can actually start attacking. Like I'm totally going to run into that Stitch. No questions asked with the Donald. Totally going to run into the Timon just to get some damage off. Play out a Mickey. And we probably don't really want to ink any more cards if we can avoid it, though try to ramp up to a Mickey can be quite nice. The only removal they have is what? Dragonfire. I actually don't think I need to let it go. It can come back to bite me, but I'm gonna ink that. And I'm gonna pass. I probably should have inked the Pongo. That was a misplay on my part. But what I wanted is just to have the ability the options open to have fewer cards, so I can play out the Robin Hood, maybe to bait out if they have a Dragonfire in hand, and then play out the Mickey. I think Dingo Hopper is not very good of a card, so if I see opponents playing that, I am very happy. The new Rapunzel, on the other hand, seems like it can go quite well, though I feel like it's a very easy card to play around, right? Because essentially what it says is you can remove 3 damage off of character and draw 1 card for each damage removed. But so you just want to make sure you try to not do 3 damage to opponent's cards. So I'm gonna ink a Pongo, play out a Robin Hood, draw a card. Nice. We can play out Mickey for some additional. What do we do here? Do we just try to kill off the Simba with our Donald and Mickey? Probably. Let's just kill off the Simba and pass the turn. I might as well quest with the Mickey and pass. What was I about to say? They're still at 3 ink, so I'm wondering what they have in their hand. I mean, they have a lot of weak creatures, which leads me to think that this may be a hand where our opponent just got a little bit unlucky and didn't pull a Stitch. the Rockstar. Should still be, yeah, like inking a lot of their cards though. So that's pretty good. We will play out that. Ink. Oh, we can ink a Pongo and play out the Robin Hood, draw another card. The question is, yeah, we want to just kill that and then trade our Mickey the Timon and pass the turn. We're just playing to a matter of, it seems like our deck has better late game stuff, so if we can control their board and prevent them from really questing, it seems like we are doing pretty well. Maybe they do have a Rockstar, in which case the Let It Go draw was absolutely great. I just play out the Maleficent and Quest. Do we let the Hey Hey run into something? There's nothing really for it to run into, so we'll just Quest with everything. And they're running a lot of Healing Blows and Dingo Hoppers. They have a Tigger. That's good. But it feels a little bit late for them to be playing the Tigger. This is a case where we will kill their Hey Hey because otherwise it can give the Tigger 5 health. And if we want to run out a Mickey, we will run into the Hey Hey with our more damaged creature just to have a little bit more health on our undamaged Robin Hood. And we are threatening lethal next turn and very difficult to stop. There's the Rockstar. Just right before I Let It Go. If we didn't ink our initial Let It Go, we would have been in a much better spot. That's why I said it was kind of like a misplay. Because we wouldn't have relied on drawing another Let It Goes. But yeah, just a little too late on the Stitch deck part. But it is very good. Okay. And one more game. And let's see how this one goes. Okay. We got lots of Mickeys. We probably don't want that. Lots of Dragonfires. We probably want that. Don't want that. and let it go. We'll keep one let it go, I guess. Can always ink it. Aurora's Maleficent. Oh, this is a very heavy hand. Not good. Not good at all. We'll ink let it go. I think our aim for this may very well be try to play out Aurora's Maleficent and just hope to survive. Hope to survive. That's the name of this game. Yeah, I couldn't imagine us getting any card draw off of that Captain Hook. So, okay. Too heavy, I think. So, is there any world where we play this Aladdin? Probably not. Let's ink the Aladdin, play out Mickey, ramp, and hopefully be able to play out the Aurora. At least with the Aurora, what we can do is sing Let It Go on something. Maybe a genie. Cheshire Cat. Ooh. I'll just continue to ramp, I guess. Quest. Feel like we really need to get to the 8. Mickey. I don't think we're going to be playing both of the Maleficents. We'll ink that. So next turn, we could probably Dragonfire something. Oof, duh. And they got a beast too. It's gonna be tough. Goofy, it's okay. It feels like we're a little bit behind. Maleficent can do some nice work for us, I guess. I always want to ink something, and they'll be in Aladdin, or they'll be in Genie range. So yeah, honestly, if they have a Genie, we can't recover. They just bounced the Maleficent back. Yep. Can try our best, I guess. Play out the Mickey. Can take out 2 of their creatures next turn, which I don't think is going to be enough, but how much will they be? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oof. 16. Yep. Nope. Amber is drunk. The best we can do is just take out 2 of the things. We can't even take out 3 of the things. So, yep. Good game. fast deck. Our deck was just a little bit too slow. In general, I think we're gonna have a hard time with this deck against genies because of all the high cost cards in our deck. So I'm just gonna take a quick look, see if we can spice it up a little bit. Red, blue. So anything we can really do about the genies. Dragon fires. Maleficent is even slower, I think. Aladdin. No, maybe probably the best option I have against genie decks might just be trying to get out two Auroras and protecting all of my the rest of my cards, one or two. Just make it so that genies can't bounce them. So probably the ideal play there would be turn 2 Aurora, shift turn 3 into a Dreaming Guardian, hopefully get ramp as well, and then play out another Aurora, and then just kind of go all out with my Maleficents, Goofies, and those cards to generate lore. So I think yeah, that's about the extent for this. Probably one of our weaker of the 6 ink or 3 decks. I think in general right now still feels so great to play that steel is always going to be dominating in whatever ink combination there. So yeah, well, hopefully I'll be able to pilot some of my 3 decks at least to some wins in the tournament in the upcoming week. And Gen Con is coming up, so I will definitely be really excited for that. Going to be there and hopefully get a first chance to play some Lorcana in person with actual cards. And it's gonna be a great week in like a week and a half now. So take care and have a great day. Bye.